The start of an in-house service design team is the end of the service design. And this is something that has been on my mind for at least 2 years. I really feel that we have to get rid of the term service designer. And this might be a shock to some, but I think it has served its purpose. But now it's just causing unrealistic expectations and putting a lot of weight and pressure on us who actually have to do it. What I mean with that is if you have a service design team, it's much more inviting for people from other disciplines to participate in it as well, even if they might not see them as a service designer. And I think that's a much healthier approach to service design. The way I'm referencing to people formerly known as service designers, I shifted towards using the term service design professionals. The same way we speak, for instance, about medical professionals or financial professionals. It might seem like a nuance, but I think we need to shift our language, and language is super important. You still can be a service designer, but if we call our service design professionals, it creates more space and we can find specialization in there, and we open up the opportunity to talk about a team rather than a single person. Because, sorry for my ramble, Danielle, but just to finish this off, the problem with the term, the service designer, is that it's just too big, too encompassing for one person to carry all the burden. So it might be helpful in the beginning when you're recruiting and you're trying to hire people to look for service designers. It's just easier to find people that way. But then you really quickly, I think, need to start redefining roles and rethinking that and thinking about the team rather than a person.
And this term might be misleading sometimes. This idea that one person can do it all. Said, oh no, definitely not. It's a team effort. And putting also this image of godlike figure of someone who understands what it is and who does it, where most of the time service designers or service design practitioners, service design professionals, their work is not so much to know stuff, but to facilitate the work and facilitate the collaboration. And so it's an interesting take to say, once you arrive at a stage where you have a team, this team will not be made of service designers. You will have someone who is a service design professional focused on research, another one who's maybe a great workshop facilitator, and then you have a team which is much more diverse and complete.
That's my perspective, and there's a big asterisk and caveat, and I hope people will disagree with me or have a different perspective, but this is how I hope our field and practice will start evolving.
So let me disagree with you, because I'd love to disagree with you on this. I think it's true, but not for small organizations. This is something I've been talking with someone that we will have as a guest, who's called Emmanuel Franière, and who's thinking about this idea of having a service designer working, for example, in a tiny hotel, and he's working 20% there. And then this guy in a hotel, you don't need a service design team in one hotel. But you need someone who can facilitate a few things, can also prototype a few things, makes stuff happen. In that case, I think there the term service designer might be very good and in fact very inspiring, because it shows, hey, you can do that as a small job in a company, you can be that person. But where then the term maybe service design professional comes is when you say, hey, this is something that we do in-house in a big organization, and obviously it will be a team of 5, 10, 20 people. And so that's maybe where I will disagree with you, because I have this dream, which is not yet true in Switzerland, but I'm sure it will become, which is that it's just like a professional, like any other, where you can have a secretary part-time working for a hotel. You can have a cleaning person working part-time in a hotel. And why not have a service designer working part-time in a hotel? That will be something interesting to me.